Welcome, welcome, welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. The energies are interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Holy Spirit. You're ever present, I know that, but you know, a little special attention as we gather to do this reading with your intentions in mind, your will. I open myself to be a channel to the highest and greatest good of the all, protected by the Holy Spirit and the Heavenly Father and a whole heavenly host of angels and ancestors. Y'all already know what to do. Let's go. Alright, I've already put out love, joy, celebration, a little woo, and always grounded in the truth. Clear, concise, accurate messages. We deal in energy, and energy can change at any given time. Tarot does not replace any medical, mental, legal, financial advice. Always seek. Okay. Ground yourself in the truth and use your own discernment. Parts of the messages may resonate, maybe not at all. It is what it is. Alright. Let's see what the Holy Spirit has for us. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah. Appreciate that. Okay. Had the ground. Oof. Stuff was like flying high. That's right. And I rebuke the devil and all his minions. I see you. Ooh. Okay. For some of you, you may find out about a very significant betrayal. I just saw the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords. My nose started itching. I just saw the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. But this could floor you. It could be a maternal energy. Okay. Oof. I feel like the guilt is bothering somebody. It's funny because I tried to create a little AI thing, like I have been on the post page, you know, and it's temporarily disabled. And I'm like, wait, what just happened? Anyway, so, but I was getting that. Like somebody is literally drowning in guilt right now. The fact that you've even been able to surpass with strength and temperance, because the one mental breakdown later, right? And all the things that have been done, I feel like you haven't been overly vocal about it. I think to a lesser person, it would have really caused great harm. Yes, Ace of Swords. The fact that you're still grounded and stable and focused on your work speaks so highly, because the Queen of Wands just showed itself, and so now the Knight of Wands, and so it's been a very active force in your life, whatever this is, to try to bring you to heal. I feel like you've worked very hard, because I'm looking at the Temperance and the Eight of Pentacles for your balance. You know what I mean? Like, looking for meaning and purpose in the circumstances and the situations at large. And boy, now this person, I feel like needs your help. But I also feel like it's the guilt. They need you to absolve them of this guilt. They could even be in trouble with the law. Oh, yeah. They could be looking for them. you could get some sort of communication from like some sort of federal agency about this person and what's been going on. That's been coming up. Oh, but I feel like at the end of the day, whatever you learn, it's going to shock you, but at the same time, there's a sense of finality to it. And in the end, you're still sitting on top. All part of the plan. Okay, let's get into it. Knight of Wands, the World, and there's the Fool. Look at this. There are some amazingly rapid changes coming in. Some of you could be relocating. I see that. Some of you may just be traveling. Maybe you have a goal to be a world traveler. Yeah, man. There's that five of cups. I knew it was going to show because it's heavy. This has been so dragged out. Wow. Whatever this is coming in this new cycle, because the World to the Fool, closing out one thing, a brand new thing starting, and it's positive. It's long. It's stable. It's steady. Maybe after a period of instability, now everything is nice and balanced. Two of Cups energy. Wow. Two of Cups to the Five of Swords, and then there is Temperance yet again. I feel like Archangel Michael has had to step in to resolve some form of conflict because of an unending challenger. Knight of Wands energy. Yeah, to the Ten of Swords. See? And I'm hearing the ambulance. Because look, Nine of Wands to the Knight of Swords. Look at all these knights. I feel like someone's been trying to keep this new start from you. Someone who may, in essence, attempt to be kind up front, but a plotter behind the scenes. Hangman, King of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. Yeah, because this person unknowingly to you has been trying to stop and or block. Seven of Wands, Two of Swords, right? There's that Knight of Cups energy. Wow, look, Star, Death, and Nine of Pentacles. This is something that should have been, you should have received already. And I mean that. Okay. The truth is out. It is known. And I feel like they're being forced to act. They've been exposed. It's like by a higher power, they've been exposed. Oh yeah. This person is looking at jail time. It is what it is. Yeah. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. This person was like so jealous of you. Even without receiving whatever this is, right? Maybe they felt like when you went on your, I'm getting a bunch of different energies and like storyline mergings. Like these are clearly people from your past, right? Um, I feel like you gave them ample opportunity with the Knight of Pentacles to become more harmonious, to become more, to have a deeper connection. And they didn't. They chose quarrel, and you chose peace. And hey, and for whatever reason, there's like this mutual energy of betrayal, where they've actively been doing things to antagonize and or attack you. Nice. Okay. You can make this right there. Okay. Sorry, guys. But they feel slighted, and so they've been doing stuff because you left them, and they've been. It's like jealousy, vindictiveness, spite. It's just a lot of weird energy. See, Chariot. You grew and they didn't. Yeah, this is somebody you were in a toxic partnership with. This person, hey, I feel like they chose sides. Anyway, um, yeah, somebody might need to go to rehab. The best thing you ever did was block this person, but this is their main culprit. Ace of Swords or the Seven of Wands. Could be a Leo. A lot of fiery energy shows up. Yeah, this, see, Hierophant. This, they're under, like, you better. There's an expectation of delivery and making things right. This person, I really do feel like for some, like this is some weird like inheritance that you don't even know about. Um, and they don't feel like they got their fair share of whatever this is, but it's not anybody's business on what somebody else bequeaths to another person. Um, and they feel like if they give this to you, it's going to leave them destitute, but they were destitute before. See what I mean? It doesn't make sense. And so this institute, this agency, higher power, whatever this is like, nah, they're on some sort of time constraint to make this happen. So I do feel like these people might have to downgrade their lifestyle, Nine of Swords. Right. They were living from pillar to post anyway. Yeah, this person's been doing some sort of demonic dark attacks. Somebody really is looking at jail time. Like I keep seeing it. This is somebody from your past. I feel like for the most part you have fond memories, but when y'all parted and went on y'all different journeys, this person became bitter. Very much so. There is something wrong with this person's mental health, their emotions or mental health. I see that here. Yeah, big time. Big time. Look, and look, it's funny. It took you a while to distance yourself. Right. Okay, what else do we need to know? There's good news on its way. They might try to get back in your good graces. I see that there. Ace of Swords, truth, yeah. They might want your son. This is definitely a Leo. Definitely. But yeah, don't accept anything from these. This person got some issues. Like they work with black magic, but you know that already. You been peeped that. Look, boom. The moment you saw it, by the way, all their attacks, they just tower, 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 tower. It goes right back to them. Something was off with their energy when you last seen this person. Oh yeah. And it was and it was apparent. Wow. Okay. I feel like the sides y'all chose, like you might not have seen this person since I'm getting some form of graduation. Hey Enid. Yeah. Like some form of graduation with that four of wands showing up like that. But boy, I feel like surprise, surprise, surprise. Your energy don't lie. Look, a lot of Leo energy. I feel like you might have gently, but not so gently exposed this person and they little crew. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, look, Six of Cups. Right, people from your childhood, y'all associated childhood. Oh yeah. Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Yeah, look. That they work together and do that shit. You knew they made some sort of pact, some sort of deal. Is that 4 of Wands again? The best thing you ever did was walk away from these people because they was karmic. 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. I mean that was to be solo dolo. Because, boy, I tell you, these motherfuckers is sick. Excuse my language, man. I feel like, for real, they was lunching on how spiritually strong and how spiritually protected. You knew that shit was going to hit back. Oh, that's why you was like, it's cool. Look, see, magician just showed up. You already knew. Your intuition was like, it's cool. It's best to be a solo practitioner. Look, 3 of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. You knew these people were malicious back when y'all was young, is what I'm getting. This King of Pentacles, right? I feel like this is the person, like this patriarchal figure I'm picking up on here. To the Justice. They could have been a Libra. This person knows. Look, and we got Leo, we got Virgo here, right? Libra, Leo, Virgo. Look, they're all the signs clustered together. Light worker, right? Out of all the energies that were here, right? One of you, Page of Wands, right? Took inspired action. They didn't have to. They didn't seek any recognition, any reward, or anything like that. And somebody, right, knowing the circumstance, right, went on, regardless of what was going on with this King of Pentacles. It's a shame because this man was really sick. 2 of Swords to the 4 of Swords. And they still chose to leave. That's abandonment, by the way. Look, and there go the 10 of Pentacles. And that's why things have been distributed the way they have been. Tower. Surprise. That's weird. Yo, they playing TLC. What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down? That. Wow. Knowing this person was sick. I keep getting that. They knew it. And I feel like things were done to stress this person out. Burden. They didn't want the burden. That's also what I'm getting. 8 of Cups. They did what was in their best interest. 6 of Wands. So you telling me somebody left a parent in dire straits and just said it's fine, whatever happens to them, and then they, in their last will and testament, decides that the ungrateful doesn't get anything but a couple shekels, and then the people who were around them, caring for them, are taken care of. That's interesting. Yeah. But they just gonna try to come towards you, right? To try to snake you. This person could have even did some shit low key, to try to like lie on you is what I'm getting. I feel like they could have tried to pour it on to a degree where, oh, they were jealous and da da da. But I feel like the proof is in the pudding with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups there. King of Swords. Somebody knows better. Is also what I'm getting. So I would be mindful. And there's a Capricorn energy that keeps showing up everywhere. So be mindful. They might try to send a Capricorn energy in. You know both these people. They both got some weird mental health issues. I'm not joking. Nine of Swords to the Star card. A lot of nervous energy, anxiety. Yeah, that could run in a family. I hope they're okay. Like, really. Everybody. There's enough services out there. Please get them. I feel like your insight on these folks is clear as shit. Wow. King of Swords, yeah. Excuse me, I threw it that way. That's the truth. All the other cards of absolute clarity are out here. Yeah. You might even be picking up on these people, despair, their trauma, and all of that. All right, let's run these. Let's pick them up. Let's pick them up. Oh, honestly, sweetie, I'm sorry it's resonating because that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible to be betrayed and all. I mean, God knows it happens, especially when you on this fool's journey. But, you know, hugs. Hugs. They have been trying to bind your new beginnings. That's crazy. Because your new beginnings involve this Ten of Pentacles and this Ten of Cups. And so these, look, I'm telling everybody involved, by the way, is looking at jail time. This little circle of friends, this little group of cronies, they really are. They're all looking at jail time. Son. I mean, I feel like this shit coming out, because I'm looking, look, there go the world again. I feel like this shit coming out in the news. I feel like if you go looking, Page of Swords, you're going to find exactly, yeah. Horrifying. I'm not kidding. There's a funeral. There's a will reading, I feel like, that is taking place. You might be able to search that. Because that doesn't happen quickly. A lot of I don't know. A lot of times it takes several weeks, months, maybe up to a year or two, depending on the stipulations and things like that. Especially to get people's affairs in order if they were not. But the Four of Swords to the Six of Pentacles, and there's that Hierophant. I feel like there was. Oh, excuse me. There's the Ace of Swords, and there's the High Priestess. Right. I feel like you were called out by name, too. By whoever this patriarchal figure. You could have even been left a house. I'm not joking. Four of Wands. Yeah. I definitely would go looking. If this is resonating, I would I would take some sort of action. King of Wands energy, I would look for this information about somebody's passing. Death. Right. It might start with an obituary. It might list a law firm and all of that stuff. Because I'm looking at the Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I heard it is with great regret and sorrow that, yeah, but they can't keep it a mystery. Seven of Cups is in the block position. It's unlawful. They have to, because it's, you know, it's unlawful. Okay. Ooh, y'all, I've been debating on whether or not I should share. I think I've shared it before, but listen, y'all know we live in weird times, right? And you know, a lot of urban spaces don't have full tubs and buckets. It's nice and all that shit. But you know, they actually do sell like spiritual soaps. Like there is a Florida water soap. You Yes, yes, it's in a bar. Smells better than what's in the bottle, if you ask me, and it's much more discreet. But baby, if you are constantly fighting, yes, yes, you can you can do some things. You can do some things. You understand me? Much easier. And you know, if you're really creative, you could use a cheese grater and you know make it much smaller, and you could do some things. Okay. Anyway, shop with your spiritual minds, because sometimes that shit is crazy. What you know what we're fighting, right? Especially if you live in communities or around poverty and things like that. Just walking through, you absorb all sorts of energies. Look, as I say that, look, playing look, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles. I feel like it's just good spiritual hygiene. Nine of Wands, Magician. It just puts a nice little barrier up on the daily, on the daily. Although I will say it can be drying, so be careful. Yeah, that's not the end all be all, but just in terms of time constraints and shit like that, baby, helps you out, helps you out. All right. What else, Holy Spirit, do we need to know? The Divine Collector. All right. This makes me feel like this is a spirit of somebody who is passed on. Death, Two of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Four of Cups. This person may not want to move on yet. Six of Cups. This could be a very young spirit. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Okay. This could be the return of an ancestor. I'm not even joking, y'all. They've been the Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. That's a compatibility energetically speaking. They've been looking. Nine of Cups. See? You are their wish fulfillment, whoever this ancestor is. Quiet as it's kept, they coming right back through you. Look. Nine of Pentacles, yo. They said, don't even worry about it. I know you're single. You won't be for long. Yo, they play too much. This is also why somebody's trying to do some, because Fruit of the Loom is right here, Fruit of One's Labor. I said Fruit of the Loom. Yeah, y'all play too much, yeah. But this is what they're doing. And as I say that, the dark, so you know what I mean? A yoni steam, womb healing, sound healing, all of that. Somebody wants you rejecting love offers too. Not this ancestor, but this person using this sort of dark work. Look, they heavily invested. I feel like they use some sort of doll, some sort of effigy, and they be like stabbing at your womb. They don't understand. Look, see what they don't really get right is that it's not about their work. It'll never be about their work. It has no impact. It has no impact. This is the reason why, and you know why, ma'am. You know why. Exactly why. Because you can't just be fucking with any old body. Emperor, Queen of Swords, see, you know this. You're very clear that you have a real deal kingdom spouse. Emperor to the King of Pentacles. It's nothing to the question. Temperance. And there's the Lovers. Do you understand? Your shit is right where it should be for the person it should be there for. Look. Ten of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. They think because maybe your cycle's heavy or something like that, that they stupid. Ace of Swords. There's the World. There's the Sun. there is the Three of Cups, because the heavens is going to part and rejoice, because this soul that's been hanging around, waiting on things to be right, that's all it is. Yeah. Because the sun and the moon. All right? Your dark, that shit don't work. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You gonna get karma for that. I'm just telling you. You think you waste, you will get karma for that, baby. I don't feel bad for you, but you will get karma for that. Because this person has been alchemizing and transmuting everything that you, mm, mm, mm. They know better than to let the demons plant a seed in them. What's wrong with you? That's wild. It has to be a certain alchemical mix, baby. Anything won't do. That's incredible. Anything won't do. This person gonna lose their whole mind. It don't work. All right, let me see. You poor unfortunate soul. Let's see who this, I cleared all my cards out, well, the majority of them. To say all is an overstatement. It's too many for all that. It could be a Scorpio in particular. Yeah. It's a Scorpio male in particular that is the culprit who's been attacking your womb. I just saw a courthouse. You're going to get so much fucking karma. This was a false divine partnership, karmic connection, you know. And this person, this false person, was able to manifest great fortune from you and your sexual experiences. I feel like until you woke up and got on your journey and changed how you... And I feel like the moment you did that, they went into a state of poverty. And they've been working behind the scenes on overtime, attacking you, because their life is in a state of despair because they can't manifest the abundance that they were able to by access. It's all right. I see pathway, adjudication, bad health. Oh yeah, because this child is a blessing from the divine, and ain't nothing anybody can do to stop it. And if that means your ass gotta go from Earth, then baby, that's what it is. Okay? I don't know if you say baby like that, but your energy's amazing. I like it a lot. It's cute. It's cute. Yeah, this person was stealing from you energetically, and you're a person of high honor. And all they did, listen, pathway adjudication. They are on, that's your notice, baby. You little energy thief, you son of Hades. Because wasn't that the truth, right? From like, what's that, Percy Jackson, the lightning thief? Because he wasn't the lightning thief, it was Hades' son. Because he was just a disgruntled child because his daddy wasn't showing him any affection. It's Hades, dumbass. Yo, they play too much. They said, I got 5 on it. I can't with y'all. Yeah, so in a not too distant horizon, this mature man, right, that's destined to arrive on your journey, right? We talk about the emperor, right? And this person is super duper concerned because they can feel it calling in the air tonight. Look, high honor, official person, sudden wealth. Look, privileged lady, mature woman. See what I mean? They think because you, let's just say a little seasoning on you, they think, oh no, you good. You so good. You ain't that old. Shit. Message of concern. Yeah. And you can't stop it. Yeah. They thought they had, look, they saw, because they thought they had done enough to attack you enough to where you would be in, dire straits. But God, there's the courthouse. That's not karmically meant to occur. So you can't influence somebody else's spiritual contracts, which the magistrate is holding in his hands. You can't do that. You can't alter somebody's great fortune, no matter how much work and energy you put into it to bring it to an end. So you could usurp it. You tripping. You tripping. You should just be happy that you got a little taste of the fucking rainbow when you did and move on with your life. But you have really damned yourself. When this is somebody when you're like, go to hell. They actually going to hell. Okay? Yeah. 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 This man could be having prostate issues because they were doing so much attacks on your womb space. This is their karma. So if you know a man, right, from your past that you know, can't let you go. Guess what? Just pay attention. You on the same area in which they were attacking you. So if somebody doing solar plexus work, oh, they gonna have the guts. They gonna have mystery gut issues like you would not fucking believe. They unexplainable. Attacking your womb, prostate. I wouldn't be trying to mess with somebody's heart space or their mind space or their throats. Do you understand? Change. Yeah. This shit is done. See the 9? We done with this shit. Yeah, look. It's an horizon main map. So that's all you got. You're not even worried. They trying to prevent this person from crossing your path by trying to jam you up. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They trying to attack him and you. Ooh, that's like, so you getting double the trouble, and you gonna get double the blessings, Divine Collective. Not even joking. Whole community of motherfuckers is going down with this shit. So, people from their side who can't let them go, same. Community and house. This is a fucking coven. Queen of Wands, community and house. For the masculine, this could have been somebody courtship and expectation. This could be someone they have a family with that's doing this to them as well. But I also feel like it's a mirroring energy where women that they encounter experience a glow up, if you will, and then when they were no longer with them, it's like the sun went away. But I feel like there's a whole community of people, right, who have been targeting these high vibrational partnerships, these divine unions, like the real deal. It's difficult to maintain the path, y'all, and it just is what it is. And so courtship expectation, right? Meet children, right? So they know this. It's written in the stars. And they have been trying to take this from this world, these karmic fucking people. I'm not kidding, because they like the current state of things. They do. They like the party. They don't want everybody's vessel to ascend, and they don't want that. Sudden wealth, mature woman. See how they privileged lady yet again. Message of concern, official person. Right. That happens. Oh my gosh. So they keep trying to take this, steal, delay it, like time. It's holding the pocket watch. High honor, family room. And again, it's energetically, it's male and female energies from both sides of the aisle, right? Despair, poverty, lovers, marriage, courthouse, journey. They are concerned. That's even the cult leaders. They're concerned. The wealthy man, he's the one that benefits from everybody's shit. And if they can't go out there and siphon from high vibrational beings anymore, then they shit dry up and they already fucking know it. And to them, there is one divine feminine in particular that is public enemy number one to them. They feel like all of this shit is happening because of them. There's 13 and there's 31. There's a mirror and that's 7. Right. So they have been doing spell work to keep this shit from happening. But let me tell you something. You ain't got the motherfucking power. There are higher authorities at play to make sure this arrives and it doesn't happen with the wrong person. And there's adjudication. There's nothing you can do. But we love the path that you're on of your own destruction. Toil, labor, occupation, and pathway. Yes, we do. We love that shit. Because all you false people, there's your coffin unexpectedly. Okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. That Saturn retrograde starts on the 13th. The pre-energy is already looming. It's already looming. Happy thoughts. What I say? It's looming. Adjudication and courthouse. They know what you got coming to you. Fucking spiritual jail. Hell, real jail, don't matter. However, get it as you live it. I would pull out my mat, but I feel like it's a waste of energy because they feel spread out. Yeah. They know what kind of blessings that these couples coming together mean to the world. Spiritual, high vibrational, divine, influential energies. People who lead by example. Anyway. Ooh. Ten of Cups. Hey. Ooh, woo. I like that. Wow. Hey, so if some of you guys are wondering if you should just hang around and you know, enjoy the festivities, because I'm looking, look, 2 of Wands is on the bottom of it. Look. I feel like we understand. Why? Somebody rather stay home and watch the fireworks. They're not trying to get stuck nowhere. They comfortable where they at. They could travel. They could, but they comfortable. But I mean that, like, somebody rather be where they at, where it's cool, it's peaceful, instead of going in an environment where they really feel like it's going to be conflict, where they end up being stuck somewhere. They're not doing all that. They're not doing all that. And not to mention, there's this, I already know what it is to do something different. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, but I also will be careful with energies y'all are projecting, because this is manifestation energy. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Right, like it's like you put it into the universe, it's going to respond to you, right? Action meets action. So be mindful, especially if this is like family coming together. But if there's always drama, then that's just what it is. Then why go through with it? Start your own traditions. I feel like some of y'all been contemplating that too with the Hierophant Two of Pentacles. Like you've been going back and forth. I feel like maybe the last couple of years, maybe y'all moved away. Maybe you at a distance from everybody. But it's okay if you don't want to make that journey. If you comfortable, if you don't want to host, it's really okay if you don't want to do that. Right? Because look, Five of Wands. Like somebody knows what it's going to be. They like I don't really want to be mixed up in that. And you don't want to be in a position where you need people. I feel like it's taking great courage for those of you who have already implemented these sort of compassionate shifts in your life. But you okay. Oh no. I feel like it's taking you quite a while to get to where you are, being comfortable doing your own thing. Yeah, you don't want no Five of Wands. You like your community, by the way. I see that. And I feel like somebody trying to lure you under the promise and guise that it'll be something different, that it'll be peaceful, it'll be calm. I feel like those are the only things that you are entertaining. Somebody like, no, I want to rest. I want to be. Ah, you funny. Somebody like, if I drink, yo, I listen. I so get this. This sound like somebody auntie or somebody uncle. It's like, nah, it's cool. Like you had, mm, mm, mm. Yo, it's funny. Like I heard a whole little like conversation. Like if I drink too much, I'm home. I can go lay down. But blah, 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 blah. Like that shit's funny. Yeah. This could be. It's so funny because I feel like this could be like your partner wants you to go somewhere. Maybe they want you to go to their family's home or something like that, and you don't want to go. I think they should respect it. I think they should go if they want to go. But I don't, you know, because I keep seeing work. Like somebody might have to work Saturday or something like that. That's funny. Like for real. I also feel like a different perspective. It may shift for someone. Like all of a sudden, better memories start popping up instead of just the weird energies. Excuse me one second. Like somebody may only be focusing on the negative. This could be somebody thinking about you, collective. This could be family members wondering why you may not come around anymore. Like, because I'm looking at the Ten of Cups to the Tower, and it's like, yeah. I feel like they miss you also. But this work in progress energy coming off of the Queen of Pentacles, maybe that's all it is. Like, that's who we all are, right? We're all works in progress, if we're honest. No one is perfected. Because again, once you feel like you got it right, mission accomplished, you go, you leave. Earth is over. Interesting. I also see here where some people in your family feel as though you should burden yourself. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You should burden yourself and do it anyway. Because there's 5 wands here, there's 5 wands here. That's 10 wands, right? I feel like you have freed yourself from any sort of family tradition. I really, really do. I feel like they might have a problem with seeing things one way. As much as they want you to shift your perspective, I think they also need to shift their perspective. It's a mutual thing. They're moving from a place of like pride and ego. They take it as like a personal slight against them. But I feel like you've always been this free spirit energy since you came into this world. Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles energy here. I don't know, like there's this energy like I don't know why they're confused now. Maybe they thought by now you would have come back around because the word renewal. But I feel like you've still chosen your solitude, your independence, your own space. I really do feel like, unbeknownst to you, there are communications and things like that happening in your absence. And there's a lie between them, by the way. Because 8 of Swords to the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords is missing, right? Somebody doing some sneaky shit. They could be suspecting that you are doing some sneaky shit because you're not around them. You're not able to defend yourself, but I don't know why you should have to defend yourself. It leaves people's imaginations to roam. And out of all the choices that they make in terms of what you could be up to, and I don't feel like you have people blocked in your phone, so if they really were curious, they could reach out and like communicate, right? Right. But they rather do this because to a degree they're jealous because they've not been able to break free from these familial traditions and these holds, the same repetitive cycle over and over and over again, regardless if it's enjoyable, by the way. And I feel like that's where you've chosen to go to pursue real happiness. Whatever that means to you. If you started your own family, you're indulging in that. Like, it's a strange, weird, jealous energy. Some of it is financial jealousy, by the way. 10 of Pentacles, justice. They need to get it together. It's so funny. I feel like there's communication primarily from a mother figure, popping their gums, running their mouth. But I also feel like they feel like your ascension, right? This Empress energy. They feel like I don't like it. I don't. I really don't. I told you their minds go to some very low vibrational things. I keep telling y'all, if you get it on your back, that's your business. Not everybody do. But stop projecting. Stop projecting. Because that's all that is. That is a nasty projection. And in others, they feel as though you make quick moves, but the Queen of Pentacles doesn't move quickly. It takes time. Why? Because you're not in people's faces telling everybody your business. You're not telling people your moves. You be out here manifesting and achieving, getting to where you got goals set to. Like, that's crazy. Ace of Swords. In their mind, King of Pentacles, it has to be a man. Somebody is supplying you with your lifestyle, except for hard work and motherfucking dedication. Because they don't see Ten of Pentacles, justice. You are fine. Ace of Wands, lovers, death. No, no, no. Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, y'all don't see what people be doing. You don't see their grind. And why should you? I'm pissed for every quiet fucking hustler on the planet. Mind your motherfucking business. And you too can achieve. Or you get a fucking mentor. But that jealousy, that envy though, disgusting. That's why shit don't pan out. You hang around with broke people, you do broke shit, you don't have any goals, any ambitions, nothing. You've only achieved what it is you sought after. You don't even lift your head high enough to the sky to see what the fuck is possible. Ah. Wasting your fucking time. No confidence, no belief, no drive, no ambition. But you got the nerve to talk about another bitch who really fucking hustling? Are you daft? Fix your fucking face. I hope so. Think about it. Fucking immature people. Worried about somebody else's gifts instead of balancing out your shit. No wonder they broke away. Yeah, dark ass devil. Man, jealous, toxic, codependent, materialistic. See that shit. You need some culture. You need to go travel somewhere. Person, this could be Sun in Capricorn. Like, this person really doesn't need to do some shadow work. You're like, no, you expose somebody, devil. You little demon. called righteous indignation. And every time they lie, it's like another way of them trying to alter your energy. As I say that. They want to block your manifestation. They want to block your gift of sight. Again, these people, they lack courage. They truly lack courage. Like where it counts. They have courage to lie, courage to slander, and not courage to improve. Anyway, we're going to continue to pray for them. We really will. Let's move out of this energy. That's trifling. Yeah, King of Swords. So all I can say is, Divine Feminine, you must have some hoes in your family. Because there's a gaggle of bitches who got it on their back, and they swear you getting it that way too. I mean, a gaggle of them. Oh, point proven? Because, look, Divine Masculine Energy just jumped the fuck out. Look. I feel like this motherfucker actually might pop out on somebody. Look. Nah, for real. Finally ready to make their big reveal. Yo, I'm... Woo! Woo, child. That shit funny how the cards look. Oh, yeah. They feel like they ready. That shit funny. All right. Hey, if your Divine Masculine pop out on you, right, all of a sudden, right, bam, new cycle, new start, boom, right? Please, email me, because I wanna hear your reaction too. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I just want to share the experience. Cups. Y'all know we got a we got some retrogrades popping up beside Saturn. We got Mercury starting at the mid-month, I believe. Oh, let me change my calendar. Let's see what you. Ooh, she's sexy. Happy birthday to all the July Cancerians. All right, so Mercury starts on the 18th. Right before the sun enters Leo. You should be on this fucking calendar. I'm sorry. The 13th. That's right. I'm like, I knew the date. Why didn't I look at the date? I don't know. I felt like scanning. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a doozy. Let me keep pulling because that looks like a backfire. That finally caught up with somebody. As I listen, like I said, six cups, tower, 5 of wands. Yeah, I feel like somebody was look, 5 of swords just poked out from the top, and the 5 of pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, there's some shit that's just catching up with somebody. What was you daydreaming that it wouldn't? Are you crazy? Okay. So what they sent was death magic, right? And they was waiting around for it to catch up to you, right? So they went to these spirits, right? And said, I don't care what it takes. Da 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 da. I want XYZ to happen to this person and all the things and all the spirits they could have petitioned. It's a bad idea, okay? They made an offering, right? But what they did not check, I keep telling y'all about this spiritual Carfax shit, it's not a joke, is that y'all family, you and that spirit, y'all got ancestral familial ties. I don't mean blood ties, I mean spiritual ties. Old souls, we've been around and doing shit for a minute. That. Look, they didn't, I'm telling you, they ain't investigate. They didn't check. They didn't check. They didn't do no research, or they did baseline fucking research. Page of Swords to the devil. They didn't do no research before they said, let me call upon this Tinta. Right? Right? And this spirit was like, wait, hold up, wait. Who'd you ask me to hurt? And they double back real quick. This spirit knew. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. They knew. Got tricked. Straight up tricked. And it's interesting because I feel like they gathered up a bunch of energy. However they did it. This could have been several years. This person's been waiting on you to just drop. I feel like the last 2 years, but you have been, yeah, as I hear something drop upstairs. Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael is who I'm feeling has been helping you alchemize this weird shit they've been sending you. So if your health has been up and down, up and down, up and down, this is why, because someone's been trying to attack your health. 6th house, even though 9 of Pentacles is 9, it's Virgo, it's 6th house energy. Right. Now everybody connected to this organization, right, where they got this energy from, look, Hierophant, look at the Lovers, Knight of Wands, where they got all that energy from to come for you and got tricked. There's the Fool. Now they in regret because everything they sent out is spitting back. Okay. Ooh. And here's the funny part about why you should leave light workers alone. Light workers, more often than not, this is your warning. Okay, I'm going to help you real quick. Pick these cards up. Look, not 9 of Swords. There's the light worker card, okay? You leave them alone because most of them are not initiated into anything that you know. Do you understand? It comes with everything. They don't have to. They walk a path of respect, learning, wisdom, and application. They are handcrafted by the hand of God. Every path, every step, every lesson. So if you're in some shit for whatever reason, and no disrespect, but if you're in some shit and you take action because you are of this world, then you get what you get. You don't know enough to do any dark work. Whoever I'm talking to. Like I said, neophytes, you don't know enough. You getting tricked and tricked and tricked. deceived by the very same community you seek confirmations from, guidance from. You are in full violation. Light workers, they are above your pay grade, as we used to say in the military. They are the epitome of low-hanging fruit. Leave them alone. You ain't got the machismo. Regardless of the outer package, it ain't about what they say, it ain't about what you think you fucking know. You don't dig deep enough. You definitely don't have no fucking discernment. Male or female, don't matter. Because anybody with real spiritual intelligence, with a connection to a higher power, would have said it because it's obvious. Touch not my anointed. Okay? You should always pray before you act. If you don't even have that capacity, you definitely shouldn't be playing with nothing dark. You can't even peer into the dark. You don't possess light. You are going to be deceived by default. I get tired of this message coming through for the densest of the fucking dense, for the spiritually remedial. Giving all your power and your money and your time to what? So you can wear cool beads? You can make beads. You create your own beads. So you can say you belong to something. Start your own shit. You was raised in it. Okay. It's comfortable. It's familiar. Maybe choose a different path. You do. You really, really do. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Open your hands. Open your hands. I'm hearing a sound bite from, I think it's Graffiti Bridge, where she whispers, "It's just around the corner." Look at this shit. Somebody could be attempting to use some sort of dark working to delay an Ace of Pentacles. Look, it works with really dark energies. Who cares? Spirit is trying to show you. I know they collaborate with dark spirits, but let's see. I feel like they've been diving deep trying to find some sort of insight into maybe your past events to try to come up with some way of harming you. Right. See, they want to know about your insecurities and things of that nature. That way they feel like it's going to stick. But healed people, right? As the hermit seeks the star, As I say, healed people, they want to know what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you cry. They want to know all of it, but for nefarious purposes. I mean that. As I say what I say, right? Because they want to know. They also want to know how you manifest. They want to know how you call things in. Right. But you're past all of that, is what I'm getting. Oh, hold on. Look, there's literally no reason for that. Not one. Unacceptable. I keep telling you I'm gonna cancel this shit. Y'all think I'm playing. I know I've looked it up before. Fine. Fucking staring me in the face. All right, hold on. Maybe I wasn't supposed to use the meaning that the internet was going to provide. And I had to find the one from the deck because it goes more in alignment with the message of the reading. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Appreciate that. Okay, drama alert 717. I started seeing it real quick. So, or 717 in this instance. 1717. Independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, aspirations. See what I mean? See what I mean? They want to know how to cause you drama and they can't figure it out because you're genuinely healed. It's not a mask. It's not fake. It's not a facade. It's not none of them things. Right. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. That's this person trying to attack you. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You may not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction, right? What appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process, right? So you're chilling, you're good, and everything else, right? But the energy feels like these people want to be you, wear your skin type dumb shit. It's weird. They also want to know how you're still so calm, cool, and collected, chilling, when they've been doing all this shit. I feel like the divine, as I was getting ready to say, is clearing your path. There is the Tower, Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, right? Chariot and the Star cards right here. They're clearing your path of all this bullshit energy, all this setup betrayal energy for the next part of your journey. So you just chilling, but you're already aware of that. Clear as a bell. And you're also very clear on people coming towards you from this organization who's been attacking you, trying to get information about you. They think you slow. Like you a new fool, but you an old soul. Just stay calm, stay grounded. Yeah, this drama alert energy could be a Knight of Wands sort of character. But I also feel like that's just you experiencing subtle shifts in the energies around you. I feel like you've invested a lot of time and energy into your recovery, your healing. I keep getting that. You are genuinely happy. Like the contentment that you feel, the satisfaction, the emotional stability, it is earned. It's not a facade. They can learn a thing or two from you, but they just trying to set you up. Okay, so be mindful, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped you. I know some of it was pretty direct and rough, but that probably wasn't meant for you. And again, if you were triggered, then it's probably you who needs to do the work. And I know when I first started like getting readings and shit like that and began my spiritual journey, and I would get triggered. And you know what? I needed to be triggered. I really did. And at the end of the day, I was grateful because I got a chance to question something. I got to learn something about myself. I got to dig deeper about a form of healing that was required. So that is always the intention. Don't take it personal. I don't know none of y'all. Okay? Love you though. Bye.